We all know that conservatives sometimes try to make their own stuff. We also know that that very rarely goes well. This is once again an example of that, because a new anti-woke cartoon has just dropped, ladies and gentlemen. This is the video right here. It's called The New Norm Show, The South Park of X, Legalize Humor. Check the mini pilot of the first animated sitcom on X featuring Larry Elder, Rubin Report, oh my god, Awaken with JP, and a special appearance by an animated Elon Musk. I like how they put animated right there. A special appearance by Elon Musk, animated. Support this show and help fight the woke mind virus with laughter. Apparently laughing now is contributing to this, so try your darndest not to laugh. Let's see how much we can cringe on one single 3-minute video.
Ah! What's that?
Progress. It's the new norm.
The new norm ain't the same as the old norm.
How does it manage to make me hate it in 18 seconds? I mean, I'm not even trying to be biased, okay? We are 18 seconds in. I'm already having secondhand embarrassment. First of all, the crowd laughter. Okay, look. Crowd laughter works when it's a live action thing because it gives the perception that it was filmed in front of a live TV audience. And then furthermore, the cringy like progress thing is one thing, fine, whatever. But who cares if beer has a rainbow? It's supposed to be a cartoon sitcom. I know. I'm saying that it doesn't work because it feels like super forced.
I'm the old norm. I want normal beer.
Warning, warning, perimeter reached.
Ugh. It's your fault I got house arrest.
You're the one who threatened the school board.
I gently suggested
Yelled.
they stop brainwashing my daughter that girls aren't girls and men aren't men.
Sometimes they're neither.
The crowd in the background is so distracting because not even real non-cartoon sitcoms have this much noise in the background. I like how they even put the crowd cheering when they said, boys are boys and girls are girls. It's so bad. I don't really have many words. And also this is like based off of that whole thing, right? Where they said that the whole conservative lie that parents were all going to be criminally prosecuted for simply speaking up, when in reality, wasn't it like a few parents had actually made legitimate threats? Yeah, it's based on this right here. Attorney General never called concerned parents domestic terrorists. This was based off something a couple years ago where they said a bunch of conservatives started claiming that concerned parents who were just speaking up about the woeful brainwashing occurring of their poor children were suddenly being labeled as terrorists. It's literally bullshit. Representative Kevin McCarthy, the House Minority Leader, said that if Republicans regained control of the House in November elections, a Republican majority would be, quote, able to stand up to an attorney general who goes after parents and calls them terrorists. All right, so let's see what actually happened. The use of the phrase originated with a September 21st, 2021 letter sent by the National School Boards Association, a federation of state associations that represent locally elected school board officials, to the White House seeking federal assistance to stop what it said was a growing number of threats and acts of violence against public school board members and other public school district officials, mainly over the issues of mask mandates and, quote, propaganda purporting the false inclusion of critical race theory within classroom instruction and curriculum. As these acts of malice, violence, and threats against public school officials have increased, the classification of these heinous actions could be the equivalent to a form of domestic terrorism and hate crimes. As such, NSBA requests a joint expedited review by the U.S. Department of Justice. Okay, so what they were saying is not parents who are simply concerned about their kids, but that some people, some parents, were making threats and acting out with acts of violence and malice, and that would technically amount to domestic terrorism, which is why they think they needed this additional help. Not difficult to understand, but again, if you're a conservative, you're also retarded, and so you can't understand.
Sometimes they're neither, or both, or furry and dressed like dogs.
Ow! Janice!
Do we need to like pause it with every scene and go through it? Because I don't know what's the joke? Is the joke just that like she doesn't know what gender is or something? Furry is not a gender. So that has nothing to do with anything. Where's the punchline? If you watch other sitcoms like Seinfeld or Friends, you'll notice that the way that the show moves, it's almost rhythmic. The way that it's like, even if you can't hear the dialogue, you can tell a laugh is coming. You can tell because it's like phrase, 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 punchline. Phrase, 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 punchline. And the punchline should also be within something that drives the plot forward. But there's no punchline here.
What's that?
Warning, offensive.
Actually, that is one of my pronouns. Also they, them, and me.
You're non-binary?
How do you...
Now that I know it's Dave Rubin, I can't unhear it, and it's so painfully cringy.
How do you know that word?
I learned it in school.
That's why I'm locked up!
Norm, the judge agreed to conditional parole.
What condition?
What is the crowd laughing for? What condition? Ha 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 ha.
Where's my room?
That's
You're
staying here?
Chaz is part of a new government program.
To re-educate homophobic, transphobic, racist...
Charlie, finally, someone normal.
I don't understand.
Ha 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 ha. Isn't it I got the joke that time. They dehumanized the non-binary person. Ha ha ha.
I don't understand. You're black.
Did that just Black Whisper?
You're his friend?
And boss. Speaking of, when you coming back to the trophy shop?
As soon as I get rid of this.
Wait, is the woke left unable to comprehend that a black and white person, like that a black person and a white person would be friends? Huh? Wait, did I miss that memo? When I was younger and still conservative and quite cringy myself, I was gonna make a joke kind of like this, playing on the liberal that can't comprehend that a black person isn't in some kind of difficult circumstance, for example. And I literally came up with a joke or a setup that was better than this when I was way younger and still conservative, cringe-brained. It was going to be the liberal talking to a black person, and they would say something like, "You're so brave. Wow, I can't believe you survived poverty. You're so brave." And then they would say, well, actually, I live in the suburbs in a really nice neighborhood. "Oh, so you were adopted then?" There you go. Simple setup and punchline that actually exposes racism while being kind of funny. Again, I came up with that when I was like, I don't know, 20 or something. So, still, they could have made better jokes.
Take in that?
Offensive.
Chaz is here to re-educate Norm.
In non-bonery studies.
Offensive.
I'm allergic to dogs.
It's okay. Billy is an emotional support dog and non-binary.
Oh, okay then. Good dog.
I come here to get away from woke.
Trouble at home?
Oh, my boy, or whatever it calls themselves now, is thinking about
The good old-fashioned and consistent dehumanizing of trans people and non-binary people. Because why again? I guess it's supposed to be funny. Seriously, who thinks this is funny? It's just an echo chamber, basically. It's like a propaganda piece to just play in a big echo chamber. It's so cringe, or whatever it calls itself. Hey, maybe you could try being a supportive and accepting parent. Then maybe your child would actually want to fucking talk to you. Maybe don't run away to old white man's house where you can fist bump and knock back a couple beers, and maybe go deal with your family problems, homie.
transitioning.
Reggie?
Try Regina.
Transitioning to what?
Another fumble.
Hopefully not a Jets fan.
Hey, pronoun.
Okay. There you go. That was a mildly humorous joke. That brief 0.1 seconds, what was at least an enjoyable experience for me.
Hey, pronoun. This bud's for you.
Offensive.
I can't drink. I'm not 21.
Y'all influenced my boy to cut off his junk, but draw the line at beer?
This is so bad. What? What does this guy have to do with that other guy's kid? So now we're just lumping all trans and non-binary people in as one? This is so pathetic. It's not even funny. It's not clever. At least give me something to chuckle at.
Can't do this.
Yes, we can.
Find a way to break him. Maybe we can fix the country.
I just want normals. Beer.
Imagine being such a fucking baby-ass boomer that you can't enjoy the exact same beer you always like because it's in a rainbow can. Just go and get a fucking Sharpie and color in your little beer can. There you go. Also, I just can't get over the fact that we just saw this guy, like, essentially, like, threaten this kid, or at least, like, size this kid up because he didn't want to drink alcohol? I'm not 21. It would be illegal for me to drink. But you made my child cut his penis off. What? Like, well, I don't understand how this even makes sense. It doesn't wrap around. It doesn't...
You know there'll be jokes.
The new norm ain't the same as the old norm. Everything's changing and I don't know when. Thank God for Elon Musk and his shitpost memes. X is the home for free speech.
Thank God for Elon Musk's shitpost memes. X is the place for free speech. Oh my God. I've heard Barney the Purple Dinosaur drop more bars than whatever the fuck that was. Let's be real. We all know why they did this, right? They know that if they just stick Elon Musk in there for 2 milliseconds, that his ego is so shallow, he's going to be like, oh, I'm in this, I'm retweeting it. The song I heard was done by AI. Are you serious? Look at that rating on IMDb. 1.1 out of 10. Oh, God. What are the reviews saying? The right can't meme. These people have one joke and everything else might as well be an old man yelling at a cloud. Oh, that is so accurate. And it's true, they really did nail the one joke thing. It's just gender, pronouns, I can identify as whatever I want. Haha. Cringe dialed up to over 9,000. This is funny. This show did something I didn't think a 4-minute show could do. It took the quote, I hate trans people trope and beat it to death, then kept beating the corpse. Thankfully, it told you where the funny parts were by providing a laugh track. Again, fucking accurate. The best part of this comedy was the shameless sucking up to Elon Musk, with a completely pointless and non-plot related silent cameo and the "We Love X" lyrics in the end theme. The best thing that can be said about this is that it was slightly less painful than root canal surgery, and is very much a shorter experience. Embarrassingly bad? Oh shit, here's somebody who gave it 10. Who has this much self-hatred? I'm a frequent user of X, and I happen to see my favorite Xer, Dave Rubin. Okay, did they just say Xer now? Oh my god. I happen to see my favorite Xer, Dave Rubin, posting about this show. So I had a watch of the 3-minute pilot and immediately fell in love with it. Here we go. I found myself laughing at every single joke in this show, and I love how it offends the left, who don't understand the hilarity of the new norm and would rather watch Sesame Street. I mean, to be fair, Sesame Street would be a lot funnier and is better produced, but the cherry on top is Elon Musk's cameo at the end, which I thought was amazing, especially when it mentions him in the catchy theme song, which is currently stuck in my head as I'm typing this. I am so glad that the new norm is exclusively on X, so I don't have to leave my favorite app to pay for those streaming services. 10 out of 10 for fellow conservatives and Xers like me. Long story short, this review proves it. Incest is bad. Greatest thing I've ever witnessed. Okay, I have a new theory, since I'm seeing a lot of people in chat saying that the show is apparently influenced a lot by AI, or used a lot of AI for the song or the cartoon or whatever. I think the good reviews, if anything, those are AI. This show changed my life. Okay, this is definitely a troll. No, this is a troll. Between the romantic tension between Norm and his best friend, Chaz being a government pawn seducing Norm's daughter, the dog trying to help Norm by peeing on Norm's security ankle to make it short circuit, and Elon magically losing 300 pounds. This show is the greatest drama of the modern age. Forget Breaking Bad. Forget Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. This show will define a new generation and create a new norm. Fun fact, Norm ripping out the title sequence with one hand proves he's capable of breaking the fourth wall. That's right. Norm is one of the most powerful... Norm is one of the most powerful characters in all of fiction. Anyone who dares slander this masterpiece, Norm sees you. Seriously, this review made watching that whole dreadful show all worth it. Because if we hadn't watched it, we never would have been able to understand this review. There you guys have it. Conservative comedy so bad that I'm literally geeking out over the reviews on the fucking show way more than I was over the show itself. Congratulations, conservatives. You've not only managed to destroy my will to live, you've also managed to destroy my hope in comedy.